Today, we will be renewing our passports. What is good, everybody? A few months ago, I asked on my IG stories if your passport was going to expire this year, 2021, will you renew it? So, the staggering answer was 100% yes. Yes. 100%. I forgot how many I answered, but maybe around more than 5. Out of my 600, how many? How many? 648, I think, followers. Staggering number 5 answered. That's not what's important here. What's important is that 100% of those 5 people answered yes. So I asked that because my family's passport, mine, my dad's, my mom, and my sister's, were going to expire this year. More importantly, my mom and my sisters were expiring January 2021. So we had to decide, right? Do we do this or do we let it expire? So we researched if there's a penalty in letting your passport expire, but there was none. And we kind of knew that, but we just wanted to make sure. So the decision was kind of getting harder because there was no obstacle to renewing your passport except for the fact that we are all experiencing this pandemic, and of course we don't want to risk our health just to renew something that is not going to be usable for maybe a year or so back. But then we thought, it's like staying ready, moving forward, even though we are not in a very ideal place right now. It's saying to the world and keeping your faith to Bro Lord that yes, I know we are in a pickle, but soon enough, because you're in control, we'll see the cake again. The blueberry cheesecake. Maybe even an Oreo cheesecake or a mango cheesecake. So we decided to renew the passports because we wanted to be ready for what's next. And we were kind of excited, to be honest, because both of my parents just became seniors the past 2 years, 2020 and 2019. And that means extra perks. And one of those benefits was the courtesy lane in renewing or applying for passports. Courtesy lane, if you don't know it by now, meaning you don't have to go through the standard process of going to DFA's website and scheduling your appointments ahead of time before you can go to the consular office that you prefer and apply or renew your passport. You can just walk in if you're a senior and you can have one companion with you. That's the courtesy lane. Not just the seniors, I think also the OFWs, PWDs, seafarers. If I missed out anybody who are also included in the courtesy lane, please comment down on the box below so we could know who those people are. So anyway, so we were fairly excited, but then realized that the courtesy lane since June 2020 was postponed. It was postponed because of the pandemic, and they're trying to control the crowds, which is good. So he had to go through the usual process of going to the website. So I said, okay, no problem at all. But then this was, I think, late October. We've done that numerous times, and we don't think anybody's going to apply or renew for a passport now. So maybe we can get a slot. We weren't expected to get a slot by October, late November or early December. But to our surprise, everything was full until January. The earliest was February 2021. And we were so disappointed. We were ready to give up. Then, the resourceful person that my mom is with her landline phone calls up our preferred consular office located in Metro in Alabang Town Center. Alabang Town Center. DFA ncrsouth. And she tells her story. So she was told to write a letter of request for an appointment date, and she was given this email, which I will link in the description box below, and just was told to tell her same story. So we did so, December 3rd, I think, and we weren't expecting for a reply because it was Christmas, New Year. So we said, okay, let's just send this letter of request, which I'll link a copy below, and let's see what happens on January. So when we sent that email, we used our mom's email. Well, of course, we don't check our mom's email all the time, and she doesn't check her email all the time. And when a prompt enters her phone, she doesn't really see what it is. We sent the email on December 3, and we checked back December 14, and to our surprise, she got a reply on December 7. Right here. 4 days after we sent the email. Galing, diba? That was very unexpected. This is what it said. I think it asked for copies of our birth certificates and our preferred dates for appointment, which was wow. We didn't expect that. We expected something like, I am sorry, the slots are full, please try again on the website. But it was a very happy surprise. So we did all that. We sent our birth certificates and IDs, and we said that we were available for all Tuesdays and Fridays of January. And after that email, I would check every day already because I said, uy, nagre-reply pala sila eh. Baka mag-reply ulit mabilis. Pero wala. December 28, 2 weeks after, they gave us an appointment date. This is amazing. So to any one of you having any trouble finding a slot for a renewal or an application, I suggest that you get your consular office's email address and just tell your story why you need to get an appointment urgently. I do not guarantee that you will have the same process that we did, but it is worth a try. Email lang. Send mo lang. Malay mo. On the day, January 12th, we were asked to go, I think, between 10 to 3 p.m. So we went there around 10:30. And there was a lot of people. We expected siguro mga 5 to 10 people with us. But there were a lot, like maybe 50 in line, seated in monoblocks outside the entrance of the DFA ncrsouth. By the way, the consular office of DFA ncrsouth is located inside Metro Supermarket at the 4th floor, and the entrance is from the 3rd floor escalator. So the guard will be there. You'll have to show that you have an appointment, a confirmed appointment. In this case, we showed our email that we received as confirmation, and we told that we were with seniors. Na talaga yun eh. Magic word, seniors. And we weren't asked to line up in the monoblocks anymore. We were just told to go straight to the guard, tell them that you're with seniors, and they'll ask for you to sit somewhere else, which happened. So, it was fairly fast, if you ask me. I think we spent around an hour and a half there just because there were a lot of people, but social distancing was maintained, sanitation was maintained. One thing that we were surprised of was when we got to the verification stage where your passports get punched, meaning you cannot use them anymore. This is also where you're told how much you need to pay to the cashier because that's the next step. We were told that the companions of the seniors were automatically billed the instant fee of 1-2, which we were kind of surprised because we didn't really want an express passport fee because we weren't really rushing. So when I asked the ate teller why is that so, she said it's just like fixed already. So I didn't really understand fully. So if you can explain it to me on the comments below, if you know better, please do tell us why. Tell me why. So yeah, so that's the only thing that surprised us. After that, cashier was okay, and then biometrics was the longest part because there were a lot of people, and finger scans. Finger scans are always a problem for a lot of people. Thankfully, not to me. I think my hands are just not that oily. My hands are dry, so they get scanned pretty easily. After the biometrics, you'll be asked if you will pick up your passport or have it delivered by courier, and we chose the courier route. So that will be the last window you have to go to. You have to pay 150 pesos per passport, and the ate teller in the courier window told us that our passports will arrive second week of February, which is no problem at all. Super fine. But yeah, good. So after that, everything was done and we went home. So yes, thank you very much for joining me today. If you got any value from this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell for the next video. Till then, I'll see you in the next Cipdal TV.